What's going on? Subscribe. Leave a like. Comment below. Let me know how you feel. Further contact via is in the description. You can also donate to my Patreon, which is in there. This is my review of the Pittsburgh Trail. Some music should play right there. For starters, it pretty much just follows the railroad tracks. The actual trail, to me, starts at the end of Sharpsburg, or beginning, depending on how you look at it. And it goes all the way up to the old penitentiary. And I guess there is an ending on that side. It's along the river. And if you would follow the tracks and go off the trail, it basically would go on forever. The trail itself, some people like to start in a place called Millvale, and there's a nice place to park your car or settle down what you have at this place. Could be a nice resting place, but evidently this is where some people say it starts. Overall, the trail itself, a lot of people use it. The A, walk. B, run. C, to take their children. And D, walk their pets. Also E, ride bikes. It also connects to Washington's Landing, which we're going to do a video about that specifically. It runs through Northside, goes down through PNC Park, all the way to the casino. Some people would say it ends there, but you can actually go a little further. All of it is right along the river, the Allegheny. And there's even a trail on the other side. For this trail though, in my honest review and opinion, I would probably give it the Pittsburgh Trail, extending from Millvale to Northside or all the way down to the casino. I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. And why I think the trail itself, even though it's actually a pretty decent length, And there is some type of isolation definitely at the beginning of the trail and the ends of the trail, and the time of the day, of course, the weather affecting. So in size wise and length, I would say it's actually pretty long, and on that aspect I'd give it a 5 out of 5 because it is pretty long. I would say though, the trail itself is monotonous and it can get really boring really fast. That's probably like my biggest thing about it. And to me, like, especially riding a bike, which I have rode the whole way a couple times, going one way is fine. And when you come back, it might even be faster. But it's just really boring. Like I said, there's really no off-beating paths. It's kind of just one trail itself. And you see like a lot of the same things. There's not necessarily like too many cuts or lookouts or different places to go that the trail will take you to. And that would probably be like my biggest problem about it. It's just kind of plain. So that's why I would give it 3.5 stars out of 5. I recommend it. Do I recommend it? Yes. But more as for like a traveling thing to get from spot A to spot B. Also, there's like because there's highways and you can't go on those. So this is why it's a good alternative, and my prefer traveling on this would definitely be walking. It's nice because, well, there's bridges at certain spots, especially when you get closer to town, and then you can make your way into the Strip District, Lawrenceville, obviously downtown. So there is that oddity of it. I do recommend going on the trail and testing it for yourself. Because life's all about the experience, baby. But I don't know how much I would consider, you know, like this something extra fabulous, or like a constant going, as in jogging or riding bikes. I personally have done pretty much all of them. I don't like to run on hard ground. And some of this may not be the hardest ground, but I necessarily don't do that anymore. So take what you want from that. I would recommend it via whatever you're going to commute, whatever way you're going to travel or move. It's pretty cool, but it can honestly get real boring real quick. Maybe not the first time, but I know biking just got so boring so quick. I mean, it was fun the first time, but then when you just go and turn around, it's just, there's not really too many views. It's kind of all flat too, may I say. There is, if you want to start the beginning in Sharpsburg, it does get kind of rocky at certain points. There's mild hills, but that's pretty much after the casino. They're just slight inclines and declines. There is like a little bit of hill, but that's not really till you get into town, and there's few and far between of those. It's also a man-made trail where they actually paved it out and most likely took trees and nature out to build it, so that may take even more away from it. Overall, I do recommend it. Definitely give it a try, especially if you're in Pittsburgh. It's a good way of commuting for sure. The positive side would be there's nice isolation for the most part. You're out in nature. You're next to the river. And there is, if you're in Millvale, I mean, you can always find, there is spots along there where you can park up closer to Northside. And you can probably even find some spots further down. I mean, you can find spots pretty much anywhere. But I would say Millvale has it's like a base, pretty much. And it's a nice spot for a lot of people to start. His shirt's a death race. I just thought that was real funny. Anyways, that's my review. Other than the monotony and not too many side trails and being the same view, it's overall pretty good, and I do recommend it. Have a nice day.